You're watching HuffPost Live.
Welcome to HuffPost Live's World.
You're watching HuffPost
And
Live.
welcome to the Free Speech Zone.
Pope Benedict shocked the world this morning when he announced that he was resigning from his position as leader.
There already is speculation about who is going to be the next pope.
White smoke has risen from the Sistine Chapel. This signals that Roman Catholic cardinals have chosen a new pope.
There have been 2 explosions at the Boston Marathon. It happened near the end of the finish line.
We just heard a huge explosion and we saw smoke and people just started screaming.
I'm here visiting my mom, but as you know, we're on lockdown.
We have a suspect in custody tonight.
Edward Snowden defended his disclosure of top-secret U.S. spying programs.
That was something that was very important to Edward Snowden. He risked life and limb and maybe his freedom.
Ding dong, Doma is dead.
The Supreme Court found that there is an equal protection argument for LGBT couples in this country, and you cannot discriminate against them simply because of that fact.
An unprecedented show of millions of Egyptians filled the streets on June 30th.
I just came back from the anti-Morsi rally in Tahrir Square. There's thousands of people coming down.
2 years after civil unrest erupted in Syria, the United States is now pushing for a military strike.
I spent about 3 days in that hospital, mostly doing surgeries for patients who had shrapnels that landed inside their eyes.
The international community must enforce the ban on chemical weapons.
The federal government actually shut down at midnight last night.
It's just going to continue to have more of a damaging impact on the economy.
With the government shutdown, there have been a number of things we haven't been able to do.
1,300 days after being signed into law, Obamacare is here.
Woohoo! Obamacare or no Obamacare, the individual insurance market has always been the Wild West.
How could it be glitches for 3 straight weeks?
Nelson Mandela has died at the age of 95.
The gap between our leaders and those at the need is uncomfortably large, and I hope leaders, when they reflect on the life of Nelson Mandela, might seek to do something about it.
Come on, let's go, shake it up.
Keep going.
What are you guys talking about?
Could a father not marry his son?
Give Josh a new laptop! He's sick of it! Free
Thank
Josh!
Does that make you the biggest name in cycling?
I want to offer you this job.
Why are all the butches becoming men? Are you having sex at least 2 times a week? What was the worst sex experience you've ever had?
What?
Do I like the dick in the box? Enough with the anal.
Gross!
Is your vagina supposed to smell? Because mine smells like roses.
Yeah, she needs some taming.
When I look at you, I only see your acting skills.
You need glasses.
What can I say about Miley Cyrus?
I don't think that anybody really wants to see me naked.
I would have a threesome with her.
My normal costume is super handsome guy.
Make it sexy.
I have not been laid in 4 months.
We'll be right back with HuffPost.
It's all new to me, being this Mr. Non-threatening black man.
It took that falling in love with someone for me to actually decide to be myself.
There's a lot that people can do for each other as a culture.
This is the time for the people to speak up.
It did spark this conversation amongst others.
I can't sit back and don't voice my opinion.
Judge me on what I've done for the last 15 years.
We're students who have come together to build a movement.
Bring up wage levels, bring up benefit levels.
What has changed is that you're hearing the voices of mothers like me.
I think you're going to change the culture with accountability.
I'm not recognized federally by the IRS as being married.
Well, you are now, Judy. You are now.
All right, you guys do this thing yourself.
Oh my God, that was fun.
Thanks for joining us in 2013.
The conversation will continue in 2014.